Little chilly. Oh, good morning. I love waking up to places like this. So if you notice, we started carrying a propane fire pit way early on because in the Southwest, fire bans are just commonplace. It's just a way of life, and we got tired of not being able to have a fire. And so with that, we can pop it on anytime. It's instant heat, so when you crawl out of the tent in the morning, you're not trying to stoke a fire, you're not trying to build a fire. You just turn the switch and you light it, boom. So it's a super simple way to stay warm. You can roast marshmallows over it, you can cook popcorn over it. You don't want to cook anything that's greasy that falls down into the rocks, but it's just really safe, really simple. So we highly recommend it for folks, especially if you're going to be adventuring in the Southwest, just because sometimes firewood is hard to find, sometimes you're in a fire ban area, sometimes there's not a fire ban in place, but like last night the winds were crazy. And so it's just a great option. Hey buddy, hey buddy, hey buddy, what's up, what's up? You got your buddy?
Yeah.
Some cool things on the docket today. So get some coffee in us, get on the trail. Let's see what we can find. Does it exhaust you watching them work? You feel guilty just laying here? Oh, there he is. I don't think he feels guilty at all.
What just happened?
Well, I was testing the drone after our crash yesterday, right? And the gimbal kept being like and I kept messing with it, turn it off, turn it on, and finally it started working. I was like, hey, the gimbal's gonna work. So in the meantime, the remote's screaming at me that's low battery. And I thought, well, I'll just go up a couple feet, make sure that the new props and stuff are gonna work. So I went up, and literally I went up about 30 feet and the remote went dee-dee-doo.
Oh.
And then the drone went. I was like, no, not again. So it went right over the top of the GX, and it was just hovering about 8 feet up in the air, and I was able to like jump, grab it, and like turn it upside down and make it shut off. So
No, you didn't just jump and grab it. You climbed up on top of
that's what I meant. I climbed up on top of the GX, then I jumped and grabbed it. So woo, dog easy. Close.
Well, at least it works.
Suffering with the drone stuff.
But at least it works.
At least it works. So let's get our
Let's get stuff charged.
and then we'll launch again.
Yeah.
Woo, that was close.
Here we go. All we need is an open road and a chance to see a never-ending world that's beautiful. Here we go, with the sunlight on our skin. It's a brand new day, it's ours to take, and we will let it in. This is where the adventure begins. Every step, writing stories that seek to be read, taking hold of the moment as we discover every color filled with wonder. Now we finally see we got everything we
All right, well, this is a little change of scenery for me, and Carol's getting right up front with Sarah in the GX, so I'm curious to see if she comes back a changed woman. What do you guys think of Utah so far?
Oh, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's a nice change. We've been looking forward to the desert for a long time now.
Yeah, you guys were getting rained on like week in, week out up there.
Yep.
Coming out of Tofino, rain, and then going to Montana with snow. It's been nice to come into the nice hot weather.
Yeah, relatively speaking, for
Yep.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, we're all loaded, ready to roll.
We're just letting you test out some options
I see.
since you might be in the market for a new rig, huh?
Exactly, yes. We're testing out new rigs this season to see what Pete and I will want to go forward in.
Uh-huh.
So, yeah, they're tempting us with this nice Lexus. Nice turtleback. No big deal.
It's a great platform,
Exactly.
even if you don't do a trailer. It's a great platform.
I know, everything's just so...
It's
comfy.
luxurious.
No, it's beautiful. Very nice rig.
Her name's Aspen.
Aspen?
These little snow drafts giving you flashbacks at all?
Yeah.
Wonder if someone found those free Max tracks yet.
Probably. They're right in the middle of the road.
Yeah, that'd be a nice find.
Well, what do you think so far?
I love it. It's so nice. So much power. Like I can barely touch the gas. She's just plowing right through everything. These are really nice tires.
Between Clay and Rochelle last week and you guys this week, I don't know, Toyota's getting pretty strong on the list. Toyota, Lexus.
Hey, well, Rochelle likes Lexus also.
Yeah, yeah. We might have to add a Lexus to the fleet.
Yeah, but the trailer's so easy. I have to remind myself that it's there.
Wow.
And it follows right in the same tracks. It's not out, it's not anything. Like,
Nice.
it's perfect. Something to think about.
Yeah.
We'll let you guys know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, well, this is getting a little more interesting as we head a bit further south. A lot of shaded trail up here. Let's see what's up around this corner here.
These Jeeps keep on stalling here.
Oh, it's already started. We're a bad influence. So have you pretty much always been a Jeep guy?
We've had Vandy since 2012 and Carol had a couple Jeeps before that. She was a Jeep girl, so
Okay, up on the next corner, there's some snow,
pretty deep snow coming up.
Okay.
bit of a drift.
So she was the one that influenced you, the Jeep direction to start with, huh?
Yeah. Blame it on her.
Yeah, there you go.
They've been good for us, but this is definitely different.
Oh yeah.
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 It's snow plowing.
All right.
Oh yeah. Got some deep snow. So this is Dan's driving the lead vehicle, so he's kind of beating the path through the drifts, and it's really good experience for him. He hasn't had too much snow driving experience, so I think this is he's learning a lot today.
He is.
Yeah.
He is, yeah. All right, well, we're working our way back out of this canyon, but it doesn't seem to be improving much. Deeper snow and more inclines, so just gonna hike up this hill a bit, see what we're actually getting into. And this is in the middle of the road. I think we're gonna have to turn around. Oh, this sucks. Not today. I'll be back in a couple months.
You can't do it?
Yeah, I'm up to my knees in the middle of the road now. I don't think this is gonna work.
Okay. I guess we'll back up to a good spot to turn around then.
Yeah, as much as I'd like to give it a go, I don't think this is going to happen.
Okay, probably a good call.
Sometimes you just got to stop and listen to the birds. Peaceful out here. So for those of you who are sitting at home in your armchair saying, what's wrong with a little bit of snow? We're struggling to get through this slush down here on flat ground. You increase that by about 10 degrees. Not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. And our good friends with the Epic Family Road Trip came to see the desert, not more snow. So let's reverse course. Head to warmer pastures. We're often asked, how do we get out of sticky situations when you have a trailer to turn around on the trail? Well, here's Sarah demonstrating how you can use the mobility of the turtleback
to intentionally jackknife the rig and trailer into a much tighter turnaround footprint. While this approach seems counterintuitive, the ability to crank into the trailer with over 90 degrees of jackknifing space is the secret to this maneuver. While my ego and desire for a challenge made backing out of this situation difficult, we knew the only thing awaiting us on the mountainside was a lot of digging and winching. But honestly, if we didn't have the trailer to contend with, we might have made a harder run at it. But there's nothing worse than having to tow a trailer in slush uphill. Not to mention with our plans to put the trusty turtleback up for sale, we didn't want to take the risk of any carnage. Turtleback, baby! All right, well, we're all turned around now. Gonna gorge ourselves on some delicious lunch and bomb hard for a little warmer pastures. Get out of this slushy mess. What's for lunch?
Whatever you want.
All right, steak.
I mean, within reason. That's in the
That's
fridge.
totally reasonable.
Within the fridge.
Within the fridge. Okay, well, let's go see what's in the fridge. Brought to you by Snowmaster. Are you excited for your storage system?
Yeah, that'll be nice.
I'm kind of tired of reaching in there.
I mean, luckily it's not that much, but it's enough sometimes.
At least we got you the low profile. It's easy to
Right.
get into.
Definitely. So turkey sandwich or chicken salad? Does that work?
Sounds good. Thank you. Welcome. We had another exciting stop planned further down the valley, but our intel seemed to be a bit outdated. Needless to say, we were bummed to find the Dinosaur Quarry gated and locked. What? Are you serious? It said it was open. With my inner 8-year-old dino fanatic pitching a fit, I attempted to find a bit of solace by taking a side trip to see what kind of interesting treasures were waiting in the nearby hillsides. Who knows, maybe we would find a yet-to-be-discovered fossil bed ourselves.
Did you find anything good?
I did.
What did you find?
A few things I'm not sure about. One thing I'm definitely sure about.
Okay.
Let's see what I got.
Yeah.
I'm no expert, but I think these are fossilized. It's either petrified wood or maybe a chip of a bone because of the way it's structured. You see like the grain that's in it?
Mm-hmm.
Check out this guy.
Whoa.
It almost looks like obsidian that's been like tumbled. Remember earlier when I was telling you how the Indians made their arrowheads?
Yeah.
How they would chip away at rocks that had that flaking property to it?
Mm-hmm.
That's a chip that they knocked off of one of them while they were making their arrowheads.
Cool.
And then I found this.
Is that a real arrowhead?
That's an arrowhead. Isn't that awesome?
Awesome.
You imagine shooting a deer with that?
That'd be...
That's our first arrowhead we've ever found.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pretty cool find, huh?
Yeah.
All right, so we've come to this place known as the Buried Forest. Originally, they thought this was buried massive trunks of trees, but it's actually what's called concretions. So basically, in my rudimentary investigation and research, What I found is that when this area was covered in this sediment, there were pockets of matter, so like plant life and animal life, that was caught up in the sediment. And what happens is that eventually fossilizes, and you end up with these weird orb-shaped pockets of fossils, and some of them even have like crystals in them, kind of like a geode. It's crazy. And those are some smaller ones here at the beginning of the trail. We're headed to some back here that are supposed to be massive. So let's go check it out. Look at the fossils in there.
Oh my gosh, so many. Look at that, Caroline.
And now, for the best part of the story. No trip with the Epic Family Road Trip would be complete without, you guessed it, an epic camp. We arrived here in hopes that we could find a spot along the edge of the canyon and said a little prayer for the wind to die down. Right? All right. Well, what do you say? What do you say about a place like this? Utah, man. Just insane. Wow. Let's go find camp. Welcome to camp. Pray there will be no wind.
Yeah.
Yeah?
It's amazing what happens when you just keep driving.
That's it. That's it.
First there's people, then it gets thin.
All right, what's for dinner tonight?
Turkey burgers.
Turkey burgers in the wind.
Yes.
You hungry?
Yeah.
Yeah? I'm so hungry too.
You want mayonnaise on yours?
Yeah.
Japanese mayo. With our hearts and minds flying high on the, well, I'm just going to say it, epicness, and yes, it is a word, it was time for us to pack up and roll out in search for yet another adventure. We would like to extend a huge thank you to the Epic Family Road Trip for sharing the trail with us. We had an incredible time. We can't wait to do it again. Make sure you check out their channel if you haven't already for more family-friendly overland adventures.
Lifestyle Overland is supported by viewers like you. If you like following our adventures, then please join us on patreon.com/lifestyleoverland. Thank you, painters, for all your support. Until next time, stay curious.